Hello guys, welcome to this episode. So Jay Israel has finally come out to address people, but he did it via a statement, and this time you can tell that Jay Israel is the one that typed it, not a third party, because he wasn't referring to himself as a third party. Before we get started, give this video a like, give this video a share, give this video a thumbs up. Without wasting much of the time, let's get into it. Now, according to my sources, we have plenty sources. My sources looked at Facebook and they said Jay Israel has released a statement. So I want to go to another source, you understand, to read out the statement. Let another source read it out. This source is End Time TV. Let that source read it out, then we'll continue when you come back.
As per the thousands of requests I have been getting from different people who love me from all over the world, I will be coming live soon to talk to all those who have been and continue to pray with me with a great understanding of what God has deposited within me for his people. I love God with all my heart and for the sake of God's people. Later, I will give an announcement of the live broadcast. God is love. We can play and make jokes about everything, but it is inhuman, stomach-churning, nauseatingly painful, and repulsive to play around with someone's death. It shows what hatred coupled up with self-righteousness and ungodliness can do. There is no one in their right state of mind unless they are either satanic or carry a demonic agenda against the children of God. Who can do such? God is love. Now, the painful part of it is this. I read your RIP messages with so much pain in my heart, wondering why on earth would I be killed when I'm still alive? The pain of having to take away my mom's phone because of the multiple calls she was getting from people she doesn't know, saying I have died, is a memory that cannot be undone. And you see, God is love. That is who he is. I love you all.
I like how Jay played this one. He played it very well. It must be very disheartening to be alive and reading RIP messages for you. It must be very, very disheartening. But let's also not forget that the death news was also planted by a source given to Solomon Isang, which was from Jay. So Jay Israel, this statement is kind of hypocritical. If you are the one that planted the death news, then this your statement is hypocritical. We thank God that you are alive. We really thank God. We thank God that nothing is wrong with you. You should have copped this right from the very beginning before it went too far. You should have copped this. You chose to remain silent. Even when the whole thing of your stroke came out, you could have released a proper statement to say, oh, I'm healthy, not like a third party statement. So if truly your source, the sources of Solomon Isang, where the news of your death came from, emanated from you giving that source or planting that source or faking the whole thing, then I don't see the need for this statement trying to buy our sympathy, brother. We have already talked to Solomon about his resourcing, you understand? I'm sure right now we will not be sourcing again. You will stop sourcing random sources up and down, you understand? We have talked to him. But we should also talk to you too. The source that fed Solomon all this thing from you, what is the end goal? Solomon is very at fault for the way he went about it. Very, very at fault. He should not have gone about it the way he went about it. That is why everybody believes that there is something between three of you. You, Prophets, and Solomon. There's something there. Something happened between three of you that is making all of you hold on to this hate. This hate. Yeah? And three of you need to stop. You need to stop, because you are hurting the work we are doing. Three of you need to stop this thing you are doing. The work we are doing, fighting the charlatans, you are hurting it. You are spoiling our work. Because now, people will think, oh, look at them. People that don't have credibility, they are fighting, they are calling somebody fake. You understand? So we need to be careful the way. Three of you need to sit down. I said it before. Sit down and thrash out your issues. Three of you need to sit down and thrash out your issues. It's not about, if you say you are a man of God. Solomon, drop your pride. Drop your pride. Your Ibiraga is too much. Drop it. Put it down. And make peace with prophets, J. Israel. Talk what happened. Nobody is perfect. We have all sinned and fall short of the glory of God. J. Israel, your statement is hypocritical. If you are the one that planted the story, then why are you surprised that Solomon ran with it? If you're the one that planted the story, of course, blogs will run with it. So why are you coming out to act as if you don't know anything about it? You are innocent. We don't like hypocrites. We don't like this kind of thing. We thank God that you didn't die. We thank God that you're okay. And your mother, we apologize to your mother, because no parent should have to bury their child. And it must have been really heartbreaking for your mother to be hearing the news of your death. It must have been really heartbreaking. So please, let's try to come together. Any dubious things, we should remove our hands. Anything, setting each other, all these things, we should remove our hand. At the end of the day, you call yourself a pastor, but do you exhibit the seed of being a pastor? Do you exhibit? There are some things you put online and look at. Is Israel still a pastor? He's not doing Yahoo. You understand? So Solomon, drop your pride, drop your hate, drop your anger. Make peace. And whatever you do, don't do it from a place of anger or a place of resentment. It doesn't really end well. So that's all I have to say about this issue. Jay, we thank God you are alive, but this is your statement. Oh, thank you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Laugh Mail. Follow Aboki on Instagram and follow us on our social media handles on Nigeria. Don't forget to question everything because no man is boring.